live and on WPRI.com. This is Eyewitness News at 11. Coverage you can count on.
Rhode Islanders who have felt the burn for a while get to see the burn up close at a huge open-air rally. And after weeks of conflicting reports, everything finally go for a Donald Trump visit. Good evening on this Sunday in campaign 2016. We are closing a Rhode Island political weekend for the books, the nation's smallest state, sporting some real political power ahead of Tuesday's Rhode Island presidential primary. In just 48 hours' time, 3 candidates for the nation's highest office all set foot here, firing up their local supporters. Democrat Hillary Clinton and Republican John Kasich on Saturday. Clinton's Democratic challenger Bernie Sanders, as you can see, here today. The Vermont senator drew an estimated 7,000 to a rally at Rodger Williams Park. It is worth noting at the top of Sanders' campaign staff is a Rhode Islander, advisor Tad Devine, a native of the capital city. Eyewitness News reporter Perry Russum followed the Sanders campaign this Sunday. He joins us now from the control room.
Bernie Sanders' rally in Providence comes just 48 hours before Tuesday's primary. Right now, he sits behind Hillary Clinton in the delegate count as his window to become the presidential nominee for the Democrats begins to close. By Tuesday night, there should be a clearer picture of who will represent the Democratic Party in the race for president.
If elected president, health care will be a right of all people.
The senator from Vermont held an hour-long rally at Rodger Williams Park as he sits about 750 delegates out of first place.
You still think he has a chance?
I definitely think he has a chance if we pull some more people from Hillary.
Now, if Sanders wasn't to win the nomination, would you be backing Clinton, or is there another candidate that you would look for?
Oh, I think I would be backing Clinton if Bernie Sanders didn't. But first of all, I'm confident that with all the support that he's earned, that he would in fact get the nomination.
It's a hard question.
The Grace brothers from Pawtucket tell us Bernie Sanders has their vote on Tuesday.
Bernie Sanders' policies are all things I want. I don't want to be in debt. I want to be able to get access to health care when I need it.
If Clinton's the candidate, I'm going to write in Sanders. And I say if a lot of people write in Sanders and Trump ends up winning, I say that's on Clinton. She should have earned our vote.
I would hope that Rhode Island adds its name to the previous other 16 states and saying we are going to go forward with a political revolution. Thank you all very much.
The state's 9 superdelegates have already backed Hillary Clinton, so on Tuesday we will find out how the state's other 24 delegates divide between the two. I'm Perry Russum, Eyewitness News.
And we have some more significant campaign 2016 news to pass along tonight. After weeks of conflicting reports and with his window of opportunity rapidly closing, we learned just today Republican frontrunner Donald Trump is a yes for an appearance in Warwick tomorrow, an 11th hour event in a state where he has plenty of staunch supporters and is expected to do very well. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian is at the Warwick Crown Plaza tonight. She joins us live from the West Bay Mobile Newsroom with the details on tomorrow. Kim.
Jared, a whirlwind weekend here in Rhode Island with visits from 3 presidential hopefuls in just 2 days, and tomorrow a visit from a 4th. First, it was John Kasich at Bryant University.
The governor of Ohio, John Kasich.
Then Hillary Clinton in Central Falls.
Hello, Rhode
And
Island!
then Bernie Sanders in Providence.
Let me thank all of you for being out here today and being part of an historic political revolution.
On Monday, Republican frontrunner Donald Trump will be the 4th presidential candidate to visit Rhode Island ahead of Tuesday's primary.
The plan is that Donald Trump will be here at 1 o'clock.
Monday's rally at the Crown Plaza wasn't announced until Sunday. Honorary chairman of Trump's Rhode Island campaign, Joe Trillo, said plans for the 11th hour campaign stop were finalized late Saturday night. This after weeks of speculation that Trump would visit the Ocean State.
I think he realizes that Rhode Island has a lot of support here for him.
A Brown University poll released Sunday shows likely primary voters favoring Trump over his Republican opponents John Kasich and Ted Cruz. Cruz now the only presidential contender not coming to Rhode Island. On the Democratic side, the poll shows Bernie Sanders lagging behind Hillary Clinton, whose husband, former President Bill Clinton, is slated to return to the Ocean State Monday. Trillo wouldn't say how many people are expected to attend Monday's rally for Trump, only encouraging those who want to attend to register online at Trump's campaign website.
You're going to see a real man who's not a politician, who says the things that people are thinking.
And this is not the first time that the Crown Plaza here in Warwick has played host to a Republican presidential hopeful. In 2008, John McCain held a rally here. In 2012, it was Mitt Romney. And of course, tomorrow, Donald Trump. Reporting live in Warwick with the West Bay Mobile Newsroom, Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.
Joining me once again in studio, WPRI.com reporter Ted Nesi. Ted, you were here at 6:30. We thank you for that. The only local television reporter to snag a one-on-one sit-down interview with Senator Bernie Sanders, of course, in town for that big rally in Rodger Williams Park. What are we focusing on tonight?
Well, you know, Jared, we've asked every presidential candidate coming through Rhode Island for a sit-down, but so far, Bernie Sanders is the only one who's agreed. And one of the things I wanted to talk with him about is the loss of manufacturing jobs overseas, which he talks about a lot and is an issue in Rhode Island. Here's what he had to say. Rhode Island's lost a lot of manufacturing jobs. Yep. Some studies show we've lost more than any other state, really? Or almost the highest in the country among regions since China joined the WTO. Can you realistically say if President Sanders was in the White House, a lot of those jobs would come back, or is it too late?
Well, I think what we can say realistically is I voted against all of these disastrous trade agreements because I knew exactly what corporate America would do: shut down in Rhode Island, shut down in Vermont, move to China, bring the products back in here. Secretary Clinton supported virtually all of these trade agreements. If elected president, we will renegotiate these trade agreements, demand that corporate America invest in the United States of America, not just in China or Mexico.
Okay, Ted, so Hillary Clinton in town yesterday speaking at Central Falls High School. Of course, Bernie Sanders, as mentioned, a large rally in Rodger Williams Park. You had some long days, but do a little compare and contrast, the feel of both.
Well, very different, obviously, in some ways. Hillary Clinton drew a decent-sized crowd. Her campaign was very happy. I'd say 1,000 to 1,500 people in the gym at Central Falls High School. Bernie Sanders, though, with more than 7,000 people, its ranking political observers are saying was some of the biggest rallies of all time in Rhode Island. People are remembering JFK visiting in 1960 or Bill Clinton in 1996. Also, Hillary Clinton spoke for a shorter amount of time overall, I'd say. She didn't touch on as many different public policy issues as Bernie Sanders. There was also a much heavier emphasis at Hillary Clinton's rally on the Latino vote in particular, which has been a big focus for them. Bernie Sanders did mention the need for immigration reform and the need to take care of different people, but there was a lot of focus on that at Hillary Clinton's rally. She also talked over and over about pragmatism, about her ability to get things done, contrasting with Bernie Sanders saying that maybe his ideas were impractical. He, by contrast, was telling his crowd, don't listen to people who say we can't do as much. I'm aiming for the hills. I'm going big. I'm being ambitious. So you see right there kind of the way this Democratic primary has gone.
And again, Hillary Clinton booed in the park today. She barely mentioned him at Central Falls High yesterday. Ted, thanks so much. To see this entire interview, log on to WPRI.